let's take a look at the market and some other stocks as well. The opening has been flat with a bit of a positive bias. The big movers this morning are Eicher Motors is up 1.5%. Titan, after the consumer update in the jewelry business, is up 1.5% as well. BPCL is up 2%. Oh, Sula, yes. So, we're talking about consumption, right? Whether it's buying gold jewelry, whether it's buying premium houses, whether it's spending on wine, everything is happening simultaneously in this market. So, Sula is up 11%. Big moves coming in there. There's, of course, specific news on that one. So, keep an eye out there. CLSA has raised their target price to 863 on Sula from 571 earlier. Remember, the Cabinet Ministry of Maharashtra has reinstated their subsidy on wines produced and sold in Maharashtra for 5 more years, and that should shift the focus to volume opportunities. So Sula looking pretty good over there, but many more stocks in the broader
that's
market.
right. So now, FIAM, their board will be considering a bonus issue. So FIAM is up close to around 10% as we speak from the broader market. That's one of the big movers. So just pull up the intraday chart out there. GMR Airports, you had a large trade that took place in pre-open. The Delhi airport as well had not paid revenue during COVID, and there's an arbitration panel that's ruled in their favor. So the stock opened up a little bit lower because of the large trade, but from there, GMR Airports has recovered close to around 5%. Low of the day is closer to around 18. But we had a few operational updates that came in there, and some of these stocks are getting a hard knock. Godrej Consumer is down close to 5%. Marico is down close to around 4% as we speak. Aarti Industries as well. On the global front, there is some bit of a pullback in terms of supplies going to Europe. And they supply, I think, a key raw material out there. So even Aarti Industries is a little bit lower. And Bank of Baroda post their operational update, that one as well is a little bit lower. What's doing well? Then the OMCs are doing well. HPCL is up 3%. IOC is up 2.5%. Shriram Finance is up close to around 2%. And we had the management of DLF that sounded very, very confident about the end of this year. We can see luxury demand as well, very, very strong out there. Well, that stock is up close to around 2%. So the Nifty has flattened out. The Nifty Bank is the one that's underperforming. The mid-cap index as flat as can be, but individual stocks doing a thing of their own. Prashant.
Well, Sula's, 20% in 2 days over last Friday, and what's happening today. So that's a very large move coming through on Sula. Just a few names on the downside. Bank of Baroda is down about 2.5%. Maybe we can look at these names as well. Stocks at about 228. Godrej Consumer, I think we highlighted 5% lower on Godrej Consumer. Yes. Marico is down almost 4.5-5% as well. So Marico is taking a bit of a knock, 521 on that one. There is Aarti Industries. Sonal was telling us about that one, 3% lower, 612 on Aarti Industries. ABFRL is down about 1.25%. I think we mentioned Inox Wind, which is down about 5%. India Cements, Gujarat Fluorochem, which is, the Fluorochem is down about 2% as well. And of course, the big winner from last week was Sobha, which starts a little softish this morning. Zomato is down about 1.5% as well. Stocks at about 131 at this point in time. So, that's the overall picture as things stand right now. BEML is another name I'd like to highlight, which is up about 5%. It's on the other side. And there is Traxon, which is up 10%. So there are big movers on the upside as well, apart from what we've already highlighted. Transformers and rectifiers is another one, which is up 6%, 281 on transformers and rectifiers coming through. And there's more. We'll come back to this. Blue Jet, recent listing, 4% higher, and so on and so forth. But volumes are a little lackluster. Nifty, after being absolutely flat, has picked up a little bit. We're about 35 odd points higher. 21,750 is where we stand.